nobody's been hurt more by the concerns surrounding America, also the fact that the Fed could turn off the taps of quantitative easing than the emerging markets. I'd like now to bring in our next guest, Ruben Aganbayan. He's a former president of the Moscow Stock Exchange, no less. He's now the CEO of the #2 private banking group in Russia, Ukritia Financial. Thank you very much for coming on World Business Today. Obviously, the weather gives us a bit of a dreary backdrop, and the conversation's going to be difficult because we have to address the US debt ceiling.
Yes.
Many of your clients are rich private banking clients. They must be worried if they've got their money in dollar assets.
I think, to be honest, till probably quite late now, nobody believed that the situation will develop till last couple of hours, and we'll be kind of really waiting and watching how it will develop, because nobody thought the US government and the Senate and the House will be as irresponsible as they are right now. Russia, in my opinion, has two sides to it. One is obviously the private clients, not just rich, but overall. Second is the government itself, because a lot of its reserves are actually tied up in the treasury bills.
Yes, Russian government.
Russian government
particular.
and central bank treasury reserves.
So we've seen how Russia was affected in 2008 after the collapse of Lehman Brothers. You yourself were in the stock exchange then. You were the president of the stock exchange at a time when it merged with the other big stock exchange. Yeah. Is this similar? Could this really tilt things that much for Russia?
Not. We hope not. But Russia is part of the global economy, that's for sure. Russian clients depend on borrowing in the West from the international investors. Russia has a lot of debt. This debt is priced from the treasury bills, like all the debt in the world. And obviously that's... I think the whole world will be impacted if this does not get resolved now. I mean, we actually hope that it will.
So, if you can't find safety in US treasuries, where do you find safety?
That's a big question. In our view, that's basically, we all know that there's basically two systems which offer some kind of safety. One is US dollar-based system, another is euro-based system. I don't think there's any other currency or market which is ready to actually absorb that amount of cash, except one of the markets comes to mind is obviously gold.
Which has had a rocky road of
late.
Especially the last 2 days.
Exactly. And but otherwise, in order to be the reserve currency, not to be the reserve system, you need to have the width and the depth of the instruments and the market for people to feel safe. I don't think yuan, I don't think ruble, I don't think really any other currency can offer what that has.
47.7% of the US total debt pile out there is owned by investors outside of the United States. Is the US playing fast and loose with its credibility here?
In my opinion, it is, because basically, as I said, till the last few days, everybody really believed, everybody believes it's all kind of political games, and we're not experts on the US, so I wouldn't argue. I think you have much more qualified people to discuss that. But what's concerning is that this has all been brought till the deadline, and this is a concern for the future. Now, there's been a lot of concerns for the future in the past, 2008 crisis, other situations, but reality is that to develop a system like US has, in terms of depth, in terms of number of investors, people believe it takes years, and therefore, basically everybody kind of tries to forget